to make friends when moving to a new city. How to keep friends. How to navigate friend drama when one of your friends is getting pregnant and one of your friends is still getting blackout drunk at 3 a.m. You got to balance that out.
And they got to coexist.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the very first episode of IDK with JK. Jeff.
Hi guys. Hello.
How do you feel?
Hi Kay. How are you?
Hi Jeff. How do you feel?
I feel good. Should we do a little quick cheers
I
to
would
the
just
first
like
episode?
I would like everyone to grab a drink, make a drink, pause. If
Yes.
you're in a legal state, maybe grab some marijuana if that's what you're into.
Grab a snack if you
grab
need that.
Grab a snack because
if
it's
you're
gonna
not
be
a drinker.
Yeah, get some water.
Ooh, important.
Water.
Water.
Okay, so just a quick cheers, everybody.
Just to start ourselves off.
Jeff, what are you drinking?
I am drinking a 19 Crimes Hard Chardonnay at the moment. Pretty buttery taste to me, but it's pretty good.
Okay.
Smooth.
Okay, well, I'm drinking a $12 bottle of Barefoot Pink Moscato.
How's it going for you?
The hangover will be strong tomorrow.
All right.
But we're good.
We're good.
Well, anyway, let's get right into it. So my name is Kay. I am currently a digital marketing manager at a strategic marketing firm here in the Big Apple, New York City. I've been working for marketing for over 7 years. I started out as an intern building furniture, getting coffee, all that good stuff. And then I went to take marketing classes in high school to, going to college and writing business plans. I went to the University of Alabama, so roll tide.
Roll tide, everyone. Roll tide.
Roll tide to that, where I studied marketing and minored in computer science. Graduated in 2019, where then I moved to Denver, Colorado for a year. And now, COVID hit and it brought me to New York City, surprisingly enough. I will be back to Denver, though, so that is one thing I'm very excited
and
to
I
look
will
for.
be coming with her.
Yeah, so maybe meet up in Denver.
Oh my God. Guys,
Meetup?
surprise meetup if you're in Denver. Put that in your calendars.
Mark the date. But Jeff, tell us a little bit about you.
Okay.
And
I would love to.
go ahead.
All right, everyone. My name is Jeff. I am 21 years old. I am also living in New York City right now with Kay. I grew up in a small town upstate New York called Rochester. If you're from Rochester,
Great town. Great town. Great town.
Shout out to my rock buddies. Yeah, Kay just came from there, actually.
I did. It was 10 out of 10.
We just went home just with a bunch of my friends, saw my mom. That was fun.
Loved it.
I am currently a fashion student right now at Fashion Institute of Technology. I'm getting my undergraduate's degree in fashion business management. I am a little bit different background than Kay.
Which is great. I think that's something that is fun about the podcast,
compatible,
right? Yeah.
Yes.
Very.
I have a restaurant background. I have been working in restaurants since I was about 16 years old.
Oh, wow. Where did you start out?
Okay, well, my first restaurant, it wasn't really a restaurant. It was Panera.
Love.
But still, it's food service.
Love Panera. Love it.
And then I moved to New York, and then I was a server.
Okay.
Started as a busboy, then worked to a server, so that was fun. And then I worked at another restaurant as a host for a little bit. But yeah, I've been working. I've also done a little bit of wardrobe styling as well. Was a little intern wardrobe stylist for.
Did you work with any celebrities or anything?
I did work with a few celebrities.
So then maybe on an episode coming up, we'll have to spill the tea.
You could spill some tea because I have a lot of it.
Some
are good, some are bad.
Make sure you subscribe right now to make sure that you can hear his celebrity
on all
stories.
Platforms or whatever platform you're listening to this on. Subscribe.
Yep, subscribe to all of them.
Follow us on Instagram. Our Instagram is IDK with WITHJK.
Same for Twitter as well. So make sure to go follow both.
Follow us on both.
Follow us. Follow, Jeff. Jeff, what's your Instagram and Twitter?
My Instagram and my Twitter are both Jeff with 3 F's, 2 underscores, and another P following that.
And mine is KAY__Prince. PRINCE.
So we both have a double underscore moment.
And we also both have last names that start with P, which is fun.
Oh, yeah.
Prince and Peril.
Prince and Peril.
That's a clothing company right there.
Prince and Peril.
Prince Apparel.
Somebody's got to write this down.
Prince Apparel.
That could be
someone.
What do you think, guys? Prince Apparel?
If you make should that be the name of our merch?
Ship that? Is it Prince Apparel?
I think that's the name of our merchandise.
Guys, you have to let us know.
Please tweet at us.
Yeah, tweet at us if you want us to make a Prince Apparel line for our podcast. That would be kind of
Oh
relevating.
my gosh. I have so many ideas too for merch, by the way.
Okay. That's
Like,
good to know.
Especially, I'm a big girl. Merch don't fit big girls.
No.
You know what merch does fit big girls? The Bitchy brand by Christina
Ooh.
Harris. Ladies and gentlemen.
Little shameless plug to our best friend Christina Harris, Beauty Chickie.
Yeah, if you don't follow her, you're missing out on life.
I know, she's beautiful. She has such
when I met her, I didn't even know she was an influencer.
No,
and
you would never know.
And I would never know, and I love that.
Exactly.
But her merchandise, like on a serious note, Jeffree Star and, excuse me, hate that name. They don't really make merch that fits the bigger women. They just make it wider. They don't make it longer.
Right.
Or bigger men. Excuse me, bigger men. So, so I was a little hesitant when I ordered Christina's merch. I was a little nervous.
Yes.
I bought a sweatshirt and a crew neck and joggers because I love her. And I was very surprised, and I was very happy that it fits well. There's some more room. There's breathing room, and it doesn't feel like I'm suffocating. Plug to Christina Harris.
We appreciate that.
Yeah.
We really appreciate that. So I'm sure you guys are wondering, okay, what the hell are these guys going to be talking about? What's going on?
I mean, yeah, we're crazy.
Why don't Kay and I tell you?
Uh-oh, Jeff.
Why don't we give you a little...
You want to take it off?
I can take it off for you guys. So Kay and I just wanted to share our little tips and tricks and helpful hints that we have learned throughout the way onto everyone else, because nobody has really told us these
things, and we wanted to bring it into comedy as well.
Exactly.
So many podcasts like Call Her Daddy,
love them,
love
her. Sorry.
Yeah, Alex.
No longer them.
The Call Her Daddy founding father.
Yeah.
But Call Her Daddy teaches you how to be a savage. We're going to teach you how to stay the savage, and also bring in a little professionalism into it, really focus on your career, and make those money moves to make you more savage.
I'm telling you all right now, you better be about the check. It's
get that bread, get that head, and leave.
As well, we also wanted to feature some special guests.
Yeah, fun guests.
Yes, special guests, fun guests, professional guests, people that are in the workforce that are dealing with this day to day.
Yep.
And they want to have something that they can offer and share to us and share to you, and we can all benefit from it.
And I know that you're all thinking to yourselves right now, like, oh, there's tons and tons of Adulting 101 books, movies, and podcasts even. And, and a lot of articles, especially in the ad weeks of today and stuff about, what would I would tell my 22-year-old self. Well, they're missing one key ingredient. They're missing that 22-year-old person,
because
right?
Because they're 44.
And they didn't grow up with internet, or they don't, they wish they knew some little things here and there, but we're growing up in such a different age where there's things changing every day.
Exactly.
So we're here to experience it for you real time, fail for you, so we can help you guys not fail.
And already have failed for you.
Yeah. I mean, everyone has, right? But
Absolutely.
This is, and we want it to be fun, grab a cocktail. We'll have a cocktail each podcast episode, and we'll tell you what we're drinking. And I think right now calls for a perfect ceremonial toast, which we will do throughout each episode, is just take a quick second, do a little cheers, take a sip with us, everybody.
And just one other thing on top of your point, Kay.
Yes.
Going back to they're missing the 22-year-old self. I think you really hit the nail on the head with that one, because we have a 23-year-old and a 21-year-old, both in the LGBTQ community,
yes,
figuring out their lives in New York City.
In the big city, yeah.
Mostly by them, independently.
100% independently. Our parents are close to us, but we're not having them help us along the way, holding our hands. And then I even went, after I graduated college, I moved directly to Denver. I didn't know a single person. I didn't know, actually, well, Mary Margaret, if you're listening to this, I did know one person. She was our sorority sister. But I went to explore half the USA by myself. I drove cross country with my best friend Emily and my little cat Harley. So, we'll get more into detail each episode about what it's going to be about, but this is going to be fun. This is going to be maybe serious. This is going to be a great way to, if you're, let's say, a fashion person like Jeff, and we have a fashion guest on,
which I could get, by the way.
Ooh.
I have
maybe, we'll teach you how to connect with them on LinkedIn and talk with them, and maybe there's your next job. Always looking for your next big move, ladies and gentlemen. Always looking for your next big move. And these are all great points of what we'll be talking about, why it's different. But I think something that would be helpful for you guys to know is why we created the podcast and why we're starting out, Okay. And so personally, me is I've been wanting to start a podcast for a while. I think I have a lot to say. I have a lot of experiences, a lot of failures, but also a lot of wins in life as well. There's some things I wish I knew growing up, and especially with the LGBTQ community. And I'm so thankful now, you know, a lot of young people are coming out earlier, and no matter if you're 9 years old or 109, come out, live your life. This is for you. So I've always wanted to create a podcast, and then Jeff and I moved in together, and I was like, uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
I was like, uh-oh.
What happens if 2 and 2 go together?
So then I was like, and it's more fun to be with a co-host, you know, and
bounce off each other,
doing these things together. So, and then we decided to start talking about it, and we started coming up with all the little things we want to include, and I think here we are today, you know. You have anything to add, Jeffrey?
I just want everyone to know I'm very excited.
Yeah.
I'm very, very excited.
Jeff wakes up every day, comes right into my room, asks a podcast question. Every day. I'm like, I still have 9 hours of work to do, but at 6 o'clock,
we're recording.
Podcast time. You know, we're recording right now. It's 5:52. Sorry, my employer started a couple minutes early, but, you know, I think we're both very passionate about. We want to connect with you guys. We want to know what you want to know.
I just want to share as well. I just want to have people learn from the way that I learned.
Look, our generation, we're both in this funny generation right now, is we're not technically a millennial. We're not technically a Gen Z. I mean, you can argue both points on whatever.
Aren't we Gen X, or did I make that up? Or, I forgot what we're called.
Well, even if it's Gen X, we're still technically in this weird generation where...
in the middle.
I mean, for me, I didn't grow up with a cell phone. My first phone was when I was in 6th grade, and it was a flip phone that I got at Olive Garden. And I didn't know how to send text messages with multiple words.
I didn't get a phone until I was in 8th grade.
Yeah. My first iPhone was sophomore year of high school.
My first was freshman of college.
Yeah. So I grew up, you know, going outside and, like, riding bikes, playing in the dirt, falling and hurting myself. That was the fun thing to do. Now kids today are growing up with tablets.
6-year-olds, guys, in New York City, I'm telling you, there are children that are being in strollers and have an iPhone in their hands.
I can't. I get at some points you just gotta quiet up your kid.
I understand that.
I get it. And something else too that I think is a big mission of our podcast is we have a couple missions for our podcast. You know, is get you guys educated, tell you some secrets and tips and tricks that we wish we knew, just to really make you guys the best that you can be and help you guys make this weird transition if you're going to college, to the workforce, or whatever. I also wanted to touch base on, we want to give a platform for underrepresented people. We're 2 people in the gay community, and it's hard. It's still a challenge. And as a big woman who's a lesbian, it's another challenge of itself. And just being a big woman in today's society is another struggle. So, you know, and I want to hear what other people had to go through to get where they are, because I think that's important. When I was in college, I didn't have a role model in the marketing world. Like, yes, I had my mother, but I didn't really have someone to look up to who taught me the ins and tricks, and also taught me how mean women today are, especially in the professional workforce. I can't even tell you.
They're ruthless.
Oh, it's incredible. It's awful.
The gender wage gap.
Yep.
Prime example.
For sure, 100%, very real. So anyway, so that's kind of, you know, a couple big points I wanted to touch on. Jeff, do you have anything you wanted to add, edit, take out?
I just want to say, when we say like tips, tricks, and little stuff like that, guys, I just want people to know like what that means. We mean trips. We're
gonna surprise. We're all going to the Bahamas, ladies and gentlemen.
Surprise, Kay and I can't speak English. When we say tricks, I mean tricks for your LinkedIn.
Yep.
Tricks for your resume.
Yep.
Things you should know when you're looking to lease your first apartment. Things you should know about credit cards. Things you should know about health insurance.
But also how to make friends when moving to a new city. How to keep friends. How to navigate friend drama when your friends is still getting blackout drunk at 3 a.m. You got to balance that out.
And they got to coexist.
It's a lot of things, but you know, so that's what, you know, kind of a little bit of who we are, what the podcast is about, why we created it. But then, what do you guys get out of it? Yeah, okay, you can hear us cheers each other a couple times an episode, which I think we should do. Ladies and gentlemen, cheers.
Take another sip, ladies and gents.
Yes. And all of non-binary friends out there as well.
Absolutely. Oh my gosh.
Everybody is included in this podcast.
Speaking of underrepresented.
Exactly. But we really wanted to talk to you about what do the listeners get, right? Like, what are you guys going to get out of this? Yes, you can listen to us cheers all day. You can listen to us kind of babble. But really, we want to give you the confidence that you need to walk into your first job interview after college, or your second or your third, and get the money you deserve. And live your life the way you want. Continue to be a savage. Always be a savage.
What a professional savage.
A professional savage, ladies and gentlemen. And this, I want to make this clear. I think Jeff and I both will say this. This is not just a gay podcast.
Oh,
this is not just a
much more than
professional
that.
podcast. This is mixing. This is mixing all these elements that no one has done before, and we're the first to do it. So I'm quoting it. It is October 1st, 2020. IDK with JK is the first podcast to do this. Period.
Did you hear that?
When we win our first award, I'm referencing this sentence.
Yep.
Well, guys, I think this kind of wraps up this first little quick episode. We want to call episode 0, just a little bit about who we are, you know, what we do right now, and what the podcast is really going to be about. And
where we're headed and what we want you guys to get out of it.
I hope you guys see that right now we have 2 other episodes out currently, so make sure you give those a listen. As well, we wanted to surprise you guys and give you 3 episodes instead of just 1.
We didn't want to be those people that would just release 1 episode and make you wait a week. So we just wanted to give you a little preview of what this is going to be like.
Little teaser, grab y'all's attention.
Introduction.
Make sure you guys follow us again on our socials. You can follow Jeff and I both, or you really follow IDK with WITHJK on Twitter and Instagram. Tweet at us, ask us questions. If you have topics you want us to discuss, tweet at us. You know,
and
we
guys,
have a bunch to say. Yes,
we are going to be releasing episodes every Thursday at 5 o'clock.
5 o'clock. So that's
Eastern
perfect.
Standard Time.
Eastern Standard Time. Perfect for you guys to get home from work, grab a little drink, sit down, unwind from the day, and get pumped for Friday. Have a great weekend, and bring your professional savageness into the office Monday morning, ready to go.
Boom.
Okay? So this has been great. I love everybody listening, and
I hope that you guys are interested in this.
thank you guys so much for listening to IDK with JK.
We'll see you next week. Bye, guys.